Cool Hits Sports Network proudly presents Kentucky High School Volleyball on Kool TV. Now let's go courtside for the pregame show on Kool TV.
Welcome to the campus of East Carter High School on this Tuesday evening. Beautiful, beautiful weather today, Jeff. Yeah, the other day, of course, Jeff Irwin sits to my right. The other day, it was gloomy all day on Monday. It doesn't matter what the weather is. We're inside today as Lewis County has made their way down from Vanceburg, as we've got two really good volleyball teams are set to play. Of course, the JV game went into 3 sets. The home East Carter squad was able to win that one. And, this is my first volleyball game I've ever got to call, and I'm pumped up about it.
You're going to love it.
I'm expanding the talent as far as, trying to be able to – I wanted to be Mr. Do-It-All, and this is one step forward in that. It's, of course, always kind of wanted to call volleyball, never really knew how to, and I got some tips from you and James Collier and a few other – Kent Robinson, a few other people was, this is how you do it, and this is, so – hope to have a good match. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll break this matchup down here on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup, has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back out here on Kool TV, we're on the campus of East Carter High School on this Tuesday evening. We've been really busy the last couple of weeks, Jeff, with KCU, East Carter, West Carter,
soccer,
volleyball,
golf.
football, golf. Yeah, even golf. And, of course, me and Jeff were at Hidden Cove Golf Course in Grayson Lake State Park last Monday. Last Tuesday, we were in Mount Sterling at the Irish Hills Golf Course.
I keep on wanting to call it Irish Springs, but that's the
that's the soap.
That's the soap.
That's the soap. As you look on your screen right now, you'll see a graphic of the last meeting that these two teams had. Just a little statistics there, and really good matchup, though, Jeff.
It was. It was a 3-set victory there. I believe it was Lewis County picked up the victory on that one. I mean, pretty even when you take a look at the kills. 33 kills for Lewis County, 27 kills for East Carter. But when you look at East Carter, they are not a very dominant killing machine out there. They will wear you down in a lot of different ways.
They do. And you talk about the standing of the 16th region. Both of these teams are not even near the bottom. You've got two quality teams that are set to take the floor tonight. And, as you see, I believe Lewis County on the floor right now warming up. Still about 5 minutes left, and we'll do a star watch real quick. I do a star watch for each one of my games. Of course, if you're familiar with and you watch all of eStar's broadcasts, you probably recognize my voice. I'm Spencer Hutchison. To my right, I have one of the best producers in America, and Jeff Irwin. Star watch, first for East Carter. It starts with Burton and Thompson. They've been very consistent all season long for the Raiders, Jeff, and especially they come in at big times. Not saying that the other players don't, but when you look at the stats, Burton and Thompson really stick out for East Carter, and for Lewis County, it's pick a player. I memean, they don't really have one big superstar. They have a bunch of really good players, and talk about Gilbert, Willis, Stamper, Millard, and Mustard. It just they have a bunch of really, and I probably didn't mention somebody, but they're just very deep. They have just a bunch of really quality girls that they can put on the floor at any time and put quality minutes in.
Exactly, as you see on the graphic on your screen right there. These are the leading heavy hitters, I call them, but the leading killers for the team. As you mentioned, Hannah Miller from Lewis County, 131 kills here on the season. And then for East Carter, you got Mackenzie Burton, 121 kills on the season. You'll notice Miller doesn't probably go up for the blocks as much as probably what Burton does.
Right, and Burton's been very good on the defensive end for East Carter this year, and a lot of people that outside of the eye that will watch these games and will cover the stats don't particularly pay a lot of attention to defense, but in this region in particular, Jeff, I think that's where the game is won and lost, the match.
Exactly, because you get out there and you take a look at the offense will get you so far here.
Right.
One of the big things that you'll take a look, especially if we go back to that previous graphic on where Lewis County defeated East Carter in that last game. The big number that you see there is the digs.
Right.
And for those that not for sure what a dig is, that is when the attacking team or the offensive team, I guess you can say, offense and defense switches so frequently here in volleyball. But it's when they hit the ball over, trying to either on a kill attempt or they try to push the ball over, something like that, and they were able to dig it out and keep the ball up. A lot of people may call it a pass on that after a kill attempt, but that was really what led Lewis County that way. But getting back to the two main players that's on there. Of course, we didn't put the digs on there for these two players because mostly your offensive players, a lot of times they'll get subbed out when they move to the back row, and they put in a defensive specialist.
Right. We'll take another break. When we come back, we'll have a little volleyball. East Carter, Lewis County here on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
Back here at East Carter, here at Harold Holbrook Athletic Complex East, here in Grayson, Kentucky, for this great matchup here between Lewis County and East Carter.
I'm not sure if we're going to do starting lineups and national anthem. I believe people are saying we may do the national anthem. Of course, East Carter was the victors from the JV game, as we're going to stand for tonight's national anthem.
And now we're going to introduce here the Lewis County Lady Lions, their starting lineup.
Well, you can barely hear the PA announcer. Of course, we got these big headphones on, so we'll just try. Probably won't get the starting lineups. I've got the rosters right here in front of me. Of course, Lewis has a couple of numbers here. I believe I saw number 15 that wasn't listed on their roster, so we'll just try to do the best we can. There was a couple of numbers missing there, Jeff, on Lewis County's roster.
Yeah, and a lot of times this time of year, we're getting closer toward the district play, and these teams are finalizing their rosters and moving a lot of people around. They're moving people up from JV up to varsity.
And you're getting numbers switched around, so we do apologize. We can only go by the rosters that we have available.
Right.
So, and it's not like we are real familiar with these teams. So we try to do as much as we can. But, of course, like I said, this is my first volleyball game ever, Jeff, ever. First one ever. So as we get set here.
As we see teams, customary, shaking hands. Of course, glad to see that back again instead of the COVID wave from the end lines.
I never was a fan of that. I don't know. I just was never a fan of that. I think that they should have always still shook hands. That's just my opinion. If it's safe enough for them to be on the court, Jeff, it's safe enough for them to shake hands.
Right. Of course, one thing that has stuck around from the COVID time period is the teams hadn't been switching sides.
Well,
and they used to be a customary thing, and I think they just kind of found it easy, just stay on your same side.
Well, it's not like it would be in maybe basketball or football. There's really no advantage or disadvantage for either team as far as now. And maybe at the region or district play, I would still like to see that, Jeff.
Right.
Because you never know where the other team's student section is going to be at. You don't know where they're home, and so you would want to be on your side or closest to your fans as you could, and sometimes that may be opposite of you.
Yeah, and all that depends on, of course, the gyms in which they play in.
Right.
Some facilities only have one side, and so it kind of splits it up a little bit. So we'll take a look here at our first server now.
Thompson's getting ready to serve this one away to begin tonight's match. There's the serve. Nice bump, and it's going to go out of bounds. It'll be 1-0. East Carter. It looked like she was in good position there to get off a good bump, and that one's a good one. Nice little set, and they're just going to push that one over.
It looks like they're going to call it for a legal hit, two hands,
right,
or two contacts on that.
It wasn't a flush push, and nice serve there by Thompson. Quickly, Jeff, East Carter out of the gate.
That's one thing about this sport is that
momentum's change quick.
Oh, exactly. You could be up, 5-6 points, and then all of a sudden the other team.
Another really good serve there by Thompson, really keeping Lewis County off balance. They kind of put it in that gap in between the front line and back. Another serve here by Thompson. This time Lewis County controls it. Attacking at the net is number 8, Burton, and it's going to go back to Lewis County.
Yeah,
4-1 score. 4-1 here early. Of course, you can see that in your top left corner of your screen. Of course, we want to thank East Carter High School for allowing us to come here and do these games. Of course, Lewis County is one of our schools also, and we truly enjoy covering them also. Here's the serve. It's a good one. East Carter trying to, I tell you, that all started with the serve, Jeff. Good serve there by Gilbert for Lewis County, and we've seen so far early on really good serving by both teams.
Yeah, we've seen several aces on there where they make the contact and the ball gets down there. Doing a great job for both teams, and really both these teams have really good servers that they put the pressure on the other team to make the play.
Really good sequence there for East Carter. It's now 5-2. Both teams coming out ready to play.
Yeah, they're rocking and rolling out there right now.
Well, you got to think they get a little antsy, especially when the JV game runs a little long. Because you kind of got, I can say this because, Jeff, me and you were competitors. And we didn't necessarily play volleyball, but all sports is competitive. And nice little sequence there for East Carter. Burton. Nice set. Attack. What a block by Burton.
Yeah, that one, the official called that one right into the net. So they call that 4 hits on there. Sometimes that's one of the toughest calls that you can make as an official is if it's a block or a touch at the net. And that one's going to be a service fault there by the Lady Raiders, and so that's going to bring us up now to 6-3 here. East Carter's still on top.
Here's the serve. Thompson there's a little miscommunication there. You had two players really, really close together, and it's almost like she thought she was going to get it. I thought I was going to get it. So good serve there by Lunger. Another really good serve. Good bump. East Carter trying to set up an attack. Really good play there. Really good sequence ongoing. Good save there. Back and forth. I tell you, Jeff, this has been... Thompson just wasn't able to come down with a really good attack there. I believe that was by number 19. Of course, we don't have a number 9. I believe that was Kelly who finished off that attack.
Yeah, looks like we're going to get Lewis County in the net.
East
Carter in the net.
Yeah, Rogers just could not handle that one, and we're all tied at 6.
As we said, there's the momentum shift back and forth on
it
there.
It is, and you saw that in the JV game, Jeff. It seemed like Lewis County had the momentum for majority of the match, but when it mattered, East Carter really grasped the opportunity and took control. Really good hit there.
That's going to be a nice kill, just going right down the sideline there, picking up the point there for East Carter.
Number 24, but like I said, we go by the rosters we were given, and there is no number 24 on the roster. Nice set here for Lewis County. Kill. It was partially deflected by Bond, but he'll go down as a point there for Lewis County.
As we get a substitution now coming in, number 21 here for Lewis County.
We do not have a number 21 on the roster either. So that's one thing. I know these coaches will go back and watch this. Not harping on you, but it makes the life of a broadcaster and a producer a lot easier when we have the correct rosters.
And don't forget, with postseason coming up, those rosters need to be updated.
Yep. Good sequence here for East Carter. Nice set. Attack. Good job there by Thompson. Another good play by Thompson. Nice attack over there by Miller. who's had a couple tonight. And this point's going to go to East Carter, though, Jeff. 8-7 right now.
Yeah, nice little series that's on there. Nice rally that they pulled in. Lewis County just got a little bit miscommunication right there in the center of the court. Several players all kind of piled in there.
We didn't know what numbers were going to take the floor because they wear those warm-up shirts. So you're not really sure what numbers they are until it's time to start the match. So we do apologize again, but hopefully the rosters get corrected. And that's one, I hate that, Jeff. I hate when the rosters are not right. It doesn't take no time to fix them, but it's just one of those things. Good serve.
Nice dig out of the net there by Lewis County.
Sure was. Nice little bump and attack.
Gets a little help from the tape on that one, but
Sure
East Carter able to return it back over. Nice pancake there by East Carter.
Back and forth we go. Nice set. A little push over. Set. Attack. Thompson. Attack. Just got to try to get this one over. They do. Thompson. Good attack there. Number 31 for East Carter. That would be Bush, who comes away with a point on that attack. 10-7 now. East Carter winning.
And nice little ace there by East Carter as Lewis County hit it beyond the plane of the net on the far side.
Thank you. Thank you. As we got some of the, I tell you, Jeff, some of the best fans we have here on the Cool Hit Sports Network. You talk about Lewis County, who just brought me an updated roster. You can't beat that.
Live action.
Live action. Nice kill there. Attack at the net by number 19. Kelly. Sometimes finesse is more than just spiking it, Jeff. The finesse means more than. Oh, really good play over there by Kelly.
Nice cross shot there by Lewis County.
Found the gap over here in the East Carter defense. And it's 11-8. It's a game of finesse, Jeff. And you know, you can go up there and slam the ball, and you know, you see that on some of the college level volleyball matches, but sometimes your best hit is just barely hitting it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those things that these teams are, you know, especially your outside hitters on there, that they have to figure out, you know, it's not just pure muscle that they have to put into it. They got to figure out, do they go line? Do they go cross? Do they go mid?
Bush serving this one. Gets it over. Nice attack there by Lewis County, and it was deflected by Bush, Bond. Nice set. Attacking. Good play there by Thompson. Kelly. And they're going to get the...
yeah, it's a double contact.
Hands. Yeah. So
that's usually when you're going to see it there is on the set. They get there, and they just don't have their hands right even.
Right. 13-8. East Carter leading Lewis County. Oh, really good set here for the Lions. Lady Lions, I should say. Back and forth we go. Attacking. And really good play there.
A nice kill there by Lewis County.
By Lewis, who we've seen a couple out of her so far tonight. 13-9.
That was a good job there by East Carter, too, trying to get that ball.
Right.
You know, they get that hand out there. They call that a pancake.
And you've seen these sequences go for quite a while, and that's just when you get two quality teams out on the floor, that's what you're going to get. It's not sloppy. That's the way it is. As Lewis County's on the board again. A really good serve over there by Willis. 13-10. Another really good serve. East Carter not being able to do anything with it.
Picked up the ace there for Lewis County.
That's Willis again.
You can definitely tell where your hot hands are at. And going back to the finesse on there, figuring out where to hit it to.
Right.
And she is.
You got to find that gap.
And she's threaded the needle on there several times.
This time East Carter controls it. Attacking at the net and just couldn't come up with it. Bond went straight up trying to attack and just couldn't make the play there. 13-12. Willis. Nice set. Thompson. Really good attack there by Thompson.
That time power did pay off right there.
It did. Kind of put it over here in the right corner. And it had some speed on it, Jeff. 14-12 now. This one's going to sail out of bounds. We'll get a substitution for the Raiders. I believe Duff is going to check in.
And that one, a service error heading into the net there for Lewis County. That's always one of those tough things, when
it is.
Because I always talk to Coach Barker from West Carter, and she always said that you're giving up 2 points. You didn't get the point, and you gave up the point.
Right. And the possession. Good play there by East Carter. And I tell you, Thompson back here has been phenomenal so far this match with her serves. Another really good one here. And she kind of puts it no man's land. She puts it in between 2 or 3 players, and it happens so fast that you can't communicate and say mine or another really good serve there by Thompson. 17-13 now. And we're going to get a timeout, Lewis County. We'll keep it right here. Of course, all timeouts in volleyball are just 1 minute. And like all sports just about, except for in basketball, you get your 30-second timeouts. But usually you don't use those until as we get closer to the end of the first half. Great match so far, 17-13. East Carter leads Lewis County. Here in Grayson on the campus of East Carter High School. Of course, we talked about it in the pregame, Jeff, the Star Watch. Burton and Thompson. And how deep Lewis County was. They, like I said, there wasn't one particular girl that really stood out. They just got a lot of really good quality players. And they're kind of that a chain where you're only as strong as your weakest link. Well, they really don't have a weakest link, Jeff. So
yeah, they spread the wealth around quite a bit on there.
Thompson ready to serve this one. And coming over the top.
But just a little bit too much hot sauce on that.
And that one's going to sail out of bounds. And 17-14.
It's one of those things when you get up there, you got to get that wrist flick down.
You do. It's one of those things where, Jeff, I'll be honest with you. If I got out there, I wouldn't be able to put it anywhere in between the white lines. Really good sequence here. Nice bump. Attacking.
Good dig out there by Lewis County.
Good defense. Good offense for both teams right now. Burton has got him. What a save there.
Yeah, that's one of those things that ordinarily you can't, hit it twice.
Right.
But the first hit they declared off the block, which was above the height of the net.
And they're going to give the point to East Carter on that two-handed touch again. Now it's 18-14. Good serve, but this one's going to sail out of bounds. 18-15. Still in the first set here. Best of 5, or I believe that's the way it is. Best of 5.
Yeah, it's best 3 out of 5. The first 4 sets are to 21, and you have to, 25, and you have to win by 2. And then if we go to a 5th set, that one goes to 15, and you also have to win by 2 as well.
Back and forth we go. This one's going to go out of bounds. It'll be another point for Lewis County, 18-16.
Yeah, good look on that, trying to go cross court. Just barely missed the line from the on this near side here.
Good bump. Burton at the net, attacking.
Nice.
Good save.
Nice save there.
East Carter's going to reset here. Nice bump right at the net. A little finesse there from Burton, working against Willis. Good play there by East Carter. Good play by Willis on the net for Lewis County. I know East Carter got the point there, but she went up every time with Burton, and that sequence went a really long time, Jeff.
Yeah, and that's one where you can definitely tell the difference where they get on there and the blocking. Of course, we've seen that Lewis County, typically they don't get as many blocks as what East Carter has, but it's all in timing.
Just a little miscommunication there between Bush and Bond, and it's going to give Lewis County a point. 19-17 now. Still in the first set. Whoa, what a play there by Thompson, attacking. And we talked about that strength and the little bit of aggressiveness there. We were talking about finesse. Thompson ain't about that. She's going to just slam it around the floor and count it, 20-17.
Did a great job going cross court, put it in the back shelf right where nobody was at.
Lewis County, really good play there. Nice set. Good attack there by Miller. And that one's going to find the back corner. And it'll be another point. 21-17 right now. You could tell both teams came out a little antsy, especially with the JV game running as deep as it did. Of course, we were scheduled to start at 7 o'clock. This game didn't start till a little after 7:30, so this match.
Right.
So
that's one of those things about volleyball that typically you can never tell how long the game is going to go. You can get a 25-10 game, goes pretty quick.
Set, Thompson.
And then sometimes you got rallies like this, which takes it deep into the set. Just going to free ball this one over there for Lewis County.
No one's really attacked yet. Here comes an attack. And this point will go to Lewis County as the fingertips of Bond just barely touch the ball, and it'll pull the Lions within 3 here, 21-18. Of course, we're in our first set. It's like checking back in is Lewis. Checking out is Miller. And to serve it is Mustard here. Here's the serve. A really good one. Nice bump. Attacking Thompson. And I'll tell you, Jeff, when Thompson goes to attack, you don't want to be in front of that ball.
Right. Yeah, just a question right now on there with the
where it hit in the goal.
Yeah, and that's one of those things that's covered over in the.
Is that just a judgment
meeting
call by the official? Because, to me, it seemed like there was no chance they were going to be able to run that down.
Well, typically, like I said, that's one thing that's always discussed in the pregame meeting. And with that, a lot of the ceiling is in play.
Okay.
Now, the ball goals are a little bit different. It depends on what those officials covered over on that.
Right. Lewis County, 22-19 now.
Because that's one of the toughest things with setting up the ground rules here. In any arena, having the ball goals up or down or
right. And this is not a low ceiling, so it took quite a good hit for it to reach the ceiling. Burton, good play there by Lewis. Lewis attacking, saved. Lewis again. Burton, nice bump. Thompson. Back and forth we go. Lewis at the net. Finesse. The finesse.
Just tipped it right over top.
There it is. 22-20 now.
Now going back to that ceiling play, probably what they judged it on is where it made contact on the supports up above. They probably assumed that it was over top of the audience area,
right?
The stands, and that would be an out of playable area.
22-20. Lewis County, nice set. Little finesse in the middle. Good save there by the Lady Raiders. Good set there by Lunger. Burton trying to save it. Bond. Attacking. Right at the net. And there'll be a point for Lewis County.
Yeah, you're going to get a net violation. Number 34. They just went up together. Her spacing was just a little bit off.
Timeout. East Carter. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, definitely a good timeout there taken by East Carter, trying to slow down the rally, the run of Lewis County at this point in time.
And you know, Lewis County there for a little bit was getting pelted by the Thompson serves. They've really kind of tightened that defense in, and you saw it a couple of times here in the last couple of sequences. East Carter had really good chances. You talk about Burton and Thompson to score for the Lady Raiders, and Lewis County just was able to dig it out and you know, set themselves up for some really good bumps and attacks at the net.
Yeah, and it's one of those things, too, as the game goes on, these teams are going to get more familiar and used to, you know, those type of hits.
Right.
You know, you get off the bus and everything, it's one of those things that it's like, okay, you know, how are they going to play tonight? Are they going to be playing, you know, hard, easy? But that's where you have to vary it up, and that's where some of the finesse comes into it.
15. Willis serves it. Nice bump. Attacking is Thompson. And good save there by the Lady Lions. Another attack by Thompson. Another save. They're going to try to get this one in good position here. Just going to knock that one over. Thompson. This one's going to sail out of bounds, and we're tied here in the first set, 22-all.
Now we'll take a look at that one here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay just to double check, make sure that one was right there. Of course, usually you get line judges. They're pretty good, but yeah, you can see that one's clearly out of bounds.
At least by a foot or two. Tough position there by Rogers, who was kind of caught in no man's land. If she hit it straight up, it was going into the net anyway. So,
right.
Lewis County with the lead, 23-22. Here's the serve. Thompson. Burton attacking. They're all tied at 23 now.
Nice play there. We'll take a look at that once again on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. And just a great play overall right there. Just puts it in the back row right in front of the defender.
Here's the serve. Bump. And just trying to knock that one over was Lunger, and kind of got caught up in the net there. 24-23 now.
And we are at
match point.
Set point right now.
Yeah, set point. Started trying to take a 1-0 lead. Really good disciplined play there by Lewis County. Could have easily hit that one back. That took a lot of discipline not to react to that one, let it sail, and all tied 24.
Yeah, and it's one of those that a lot of the players are trained, especially on those hard shots, to kind of let it go. Sometimes. And that one's going to be into the net. Sometimes you get eat up on that shot. It might hit right on the line. Unlike in other sports, right on the line is right in there, and that counts for a point.
Right, like tennis.
Exactly.
Yep. Thompson's going to serve this one. She's been phenomenal tonight. Good bump. That's going to go as a point for East Carter. They're going to take the set, Jeff. 1-0 East Carter.
Yeah, 26-24, your final score on that set number one.
And we'll break that set down when we come back here on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top of the line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more, offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
And we're back here at Harold Holbrook Athletic Complex East. Spencer back here on the call with us.
It sure is. 42 seconds. We'll look back at that first set. I think it was highlighted by really good defense and the serving of Thompson.
Exactly. You know, they get out there. Like I said, East Carter's got a fantastic serving team. They're pretty well disciplined out there.
Yes.
Not that many errors on the service line. And as you know, we kind of mentioned before, you know, maybe not a whole lot of kills out there, but they were getting it done in other ways.
We saw really a lot of attempts at the net for attacks for both teams. East Carter just really was able to capitalize just a little bit more. But in the first set, we saw a lot of back and forth. There was, you know, something that you mentioned, momentum swings that highlighted. East Carter jumped out early. Lewis County came back, tied it. East Carter, and they kind of went back and forth there, and East Carter was just able to make the plays there at the end.
And a lot of times that will start wearing on you, and it's going to be whoever's mentally tough on there that can be able to handle that.
Yes.
So let's see here. We have number 12 serving here for Lewis County.
That'll be Gilbert, who's going to serve this one away to begin set number 2. Nice bump. Going to be an attack here. That's Burton. And it's going to sail over, and it's 1-0. Lewis County. Just right out of the gate. And you've noticed, Jeff, that Lewis County really, Coach Whitney Willis has no problem with reaching down to her bench and subbing in several girls.
Yeah, and usually a lot of times they have their rotations that they will go through. As that one's going to be a nice kill in the back row there for Lewis County.
The same could be said for Jennifer Clark.
And especially the higher levels that you get into these, with volleyball and
Absolutely.
everything.
Really deep teams.
Yeah, well, and it's very strategic, too, because, you know, where you have the limitation on 18 subs.
Yes.
You got to know when to put your players in and when not, you know. And also, you know, when to make that decision on, do I need to pull them because they've not been performing or, you know, what they're going to do.
And, you know, it's just like a lot of the sports that we cover, it's a chess match. And you may not look like a chess match, but it is.
Exactly. Yeah, and
nice bump there.
Yeah, there's some physicality with this. But
Miller just could not get that one over top of the net. She had it set. Nice, really good bump there. I believe that was by Noble, who really set her up nice there. And I tell you, we've seen some quality play so far tonight. Really good block there by Burton. Nice save. Thompson. Gilbert. Noble. Thompson. Back and forth we go. Attacking. Oh, what a block there by Noble.
Good recovery by East Carter.
Absolutely. Here we
able
go.
to dig that out and get that one over on the free ball.
A kill by Miller. Miller with just that touch, that push to get it over. So it's going to be attacked by Noble. Good block by Burton. Burton's going to knock this one over. Longest set of the night so far, Jeff.
Yeah, really good rally here.
Yeah. And point's going to go to Lewis County. Just a great sequence there defensively and offensively for both teams.
Yeah, a lot of times when you get that deep into it, you kind of hate to see either team not come up with a point. But that's where sometimes, most of these things are kind of like football. They're real short plays, but you need to be ready for those longer plays when they do happen.
Nice bump. Miller. Good save there by Thompson. Miller is going to get called for that 2 hands. Illegal touching, and
yeah,
that'll be 3-2.
Yeah, that's one of those that you take a look at it, and she crossed over her body. If you imagine your body as a plane, she went from zone 1 to zone 2. Of course, that's kind of getting into the mathematics part of it.
Right. And I tell you, Jeff, it's just like, sometimes when like I said, this is the first volleyball game that I've had the pleasure of calling, but I've watched a lot of tape and preparing for this, but a lot of the times you won't see the same momentum carry over. As really good play there by Lewis County. You won't see the same momentum carry over from set 1 to set 2, and I think both teams have had that happen here as we are early in set number 2.
Yeah, and a lot of times you get some schools, I can, taking a look at like Round County or Russell, they got what they call the relax. They may come out with win set 1 huge, and then they come in and they just kind of sit back on their heels in set number 2.
Burton back there to serve this one. Nice serve. Bump. Oh, what an attack there at the net. And they're going to get, I believe that is Rogers, who just kind of got tangled up in the net there.
Yeah, a little bit too much momentum coming into it.
Right.
Tried to pull herself out of it, but, that's kind of a hard task to do when you're
Good
going
attack
full
over
force.
for Lewis County Stamper. Nice bump. Thompson. This one's going to catch the back right corner. And they're all tied at 5. Carter with the serve. Nice bump over there. Attacking is Kelly. Thompson just trying to get this one over. Lewis. Good play there by Thompson. Lewis again. Thompson. Good block. Oh, what a play there by Thompson. Just found the back left corner wide open. 6-5. You see that on your Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
Yeah, just puts it right back in there. A little bit of miscommunication on the system breakdown there of Lewis County.
And you talk about, I'm going to brag on Grayson Sporting Goods for a minute. The people at Grayson Sporting Goods, and I'm not saying other small businesses don't, but those people that own the business, that work there, they truly care about the kids in this community. And, if I need something and I'm in the Grayson area or even the Ashland area, and I need like a Letterman's jacket or a sweatshirt made or anything like that, I'm 100% going to Grayson Sporting Goods because I know it's quality, I know what I'm going to get out of it, and I know it's always going to be top-notch.
Absolutely. The great place to be at.
6-6, Jeff.
Substitution there by Lewis County.
Here's the serve. Willis serves that one. Thompson. Nice bump. Gonna set this one up. Lewis. And what a block by Bond right at the net. Here's Bush gonna serve this one away. And it's going to sail off to the right, and it'll be a point for Lewis County. We're all tied at 7, Jeff.
Yeah, a lot of times you do get these matches, and they go point, 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 point. And eventually someone's going to break open a rally here.
We got 2 solid teams out on the field right now. These are not, these are some serious talent out there right now.
Yeah, these 2 teams are very evenly met. And the last time that they played each other, as we get a ball handling called.
Yeah, the point's going to go to Lewis County.
Last time they played each other, I think a lot of times the mental aspect kind of came into it a little bit more with East Carter. They had some really good runs, but Lewis County crept back up on them every single time.
And you mentioned it. Both these teams. Oh,
nice joust at the net.
Good play.
And that's going to be an illegal attack over the net.
And you got to think there's almost like an invisible line around that net that you're not allowed to cross.
Right. The only time that you can is on a third hit when they exhaust all of their legal hits that they can play. That one, she just crossed over the net, and it was
oh, my goodness. What an attack over there.
Nice
by
play.
Noble. East Carter comes up with an even better defensive play. Ball still alive. Bush hits this one over to the left, and it's going to go out of bounds. And it's now 10-7 Lewis County leads.
Yeah, Lewis County is definitely not a team that goes away quietly.
No. Nice bump. Thompson.
And just miscommunication right there.
Substitution for Lewis County.
And that's where you have to pay attention all the time in this sport.
It is. And it's such a fast-paced type of sport that just kind of got tangled up. Listen, I'm just saying what it is. You can't be unathletic and play volleyball.
No.
You have to have athletic ability. You have to have knowledge. You have to be smart to play this game. That's why I would not be very good at it. Another point for
ace.
That's 3 in a row for East Carter. They trailed 10-7 now. We're all tying at 10. Of course, speaking of East Carter High School, I'll be making a trip to Bath County Friday night. As Tim Champlin and the East Carter Raiders are going to make the trip to Bath County. Coverage will begin about 7:10, 7:15.
Feeling real good coming out off of the Battle of the Barrel victory.
Yes, they are. And what a game that was. Of course, if you joined us, we appreciate that. Me and Jeff were on the call for that one Friday night, and we got, of course, we don't pay to get in, but if we did, we would have got our money's worth.
Oh, absolutely. Looks like we had a net violation there against East Carter.
Yep, 11-10 right now. Lewis County with the lead. And, of course, Lewis County, I tell you, a lot of my childhood was spent in Lewis County growing up on the banks of Kinnickinnick, and that's one of our schools also, and truly enjoyed my time there. And, of course, Lewis County is going to make a trip up here soon for a football game, too. Back and forth we go. What a sequence we've got going here. Thompson, good block. Is that Noble again?
I think so. But nice play there just to get that one right down in front of the, when East Carter goes up for a block, you go for a block and you put it right down. That's exactly what you want to see out of them right now.
Noble. As this one's going to be hitting the net by Gilbert. 11-12.
Substitution here for East Carter.
I don't have a number 24 on the roster. I do apologize for that. Nice play there by Gilbert. Running that down. Noble. Finesse. That's Thompson. Not able to make that play. It's 13-11 now. We're in the second set. I tell you, no team has really grabbed the momentum and held it, Jeff. They've really just exchanged punches the whole entire time.
Yeah, get 1 or 2 points ahead, then, even it back up. The other team might get ahead 1 or 2 points, and then they're battling it back and forth here in this set.
Really good kill there by Miller. Serving it away. Play by Thompson. Kind of got caught in between Raiders there. And not able to make the play. And now Lewis County has its largest lead of 4. Timeout, East Carter.
Yeah, good timeout right there. East Carter getting a little bit flustered. As we said, it's been a back and forth set this entire, for this game. And now East Carter's starting to get a little bit frustrated out there. Time to pull them back, kind of regroup the troops on there, get them refocused back up again. Because sometimes you want to push too hard to get it right back even again.
And it was a really good timeout there by Coach Clark. She saw her team really starting to drop their heads a little bit, lose that focus that you just mentioned. And, you see teams respond positively almost always in every sport after a timeout.
Right. Yeah, because sometimes you just need to get them back in and say, hey, they got 4 straight points, but we can come back from this. We're just right now at the middle of the set here.
Right. A huge set, because you got to think, if East Carter's able to win this one 2-0 going into the third, that's huge, Jeff.
Yeah, and a lot of times that's where you'll see some teams, they'll just break down at that point in time.
Absolutely.
Not
these 2 teams, I guarantee you that.
Oh, absolutely, because, a lot of them, they're like, oh, can't get that third or 3 wins in a row.
And what a play over there by Kelly. She scores in the back left corner, 16-11.
See that here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Just going cross court, puts it right in there, just outside of the reach of the defender there for East Carter.
Good serve. Good play by Thompson. Trying to get it over to Rogers. Bump. Noble. Good play by Thompson. Kelly. Rogers. And point's going to go to Lewis County. I couldn't. My vision was kind of blocked over here to the right. Was that one's going to sail out of bounds? It will be 17-11. Lewis County's largest lead here in the second set. If you're East Carter, you've got to kind of put your rally caps on. We're going to be tied at 1, Jeff.
And usually the first couple sets will set the tempo for the rest of the match. As that's going to be 4 contacts there on East Carter. Yeah, Lewis County's starting to pull away here. But that's one of those things you never discount East Carter.
As the officials right here in front of us have a brief discussion.
And we're going to get a replay on that one. And that's one of the beautiful things about volleyball.
It's just a redo. You just press the reset button on the serve.
Yeah, no point. You just play it over again. So what should have been 18-11
a pretty nice rule.
Yeah, it is. And
what a block by Burton.
Nice hit there. Yeah, it's one of those things that it allows for the right thing to happen.
Right.
Because officials know that they're not perfect in any way, shape, or form. If they misapply a rule, or if something's just non-determinate, you couldn't judge, what happened, you can go for the replay.
And I'm sure that football coaches would like to have the replay.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. Good play there by Gilbert. Keeping it in play. Burton. Play by Noble, and this one's going to go to East Carter. The lead's been cut down to 4, 17-13. Lewis County built its largest lead, 3 straight. Mack has pulled East Carter within 4 here. Set. Noble. Good job there. Back and forth we go. Kelly met at the net by Burton, and it'll be another point for East Carter. They're on a 4-0 run, Jeff.
Yeah, that was a nice block there at the net. We'll take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. See that she just gets her set up and then boom, just puts it right in her wheelhouse there.
Good bump there by Kelly. Miller. Good save over there by Thompson. Trying to get it over. I believe that's Rogers. Noble at the net. Good play there.
Nice dig out. Able to get that one, just one-handed that one back.
What a sequence here. Thompson And these Cards not going to be able to run this down. Lewis County, really good point there. 18-14 now.
Yep. Sorry about that. Hit the wrong button there.
Noble serves this one away. Attacking was Burton. Bump. What a play there by Burton. Point will go to East Carter. They pulled within 3 here in the second set, Jeff.
Yeah, and that's where the rally's coming back and forth again. East Carter, a lot of people might think, well, they may be going down on this one. And sometimes, you do take, it's like, well, let's just regroup on the next set.
Right.
But East Carter, they're not going to get in this. They want to get that 2-0 lead.
Well, they saw what they could do in the first set. They weathered the storm. They still were able to get the set. And what would make them think any differently here in set number 2? The play by Rogers. Kelly. Good play. Leads down to 2, 18-16 now.
Take a look at that one one more time there on the Grayson Sporting Goods. Just gets it set up on the outside and just right on the outstretched.
Served by Burton. Good attack there by Miller. Rogers. East Carter's having some success working on over there on the far left of the net, Jeff. Thompson just got to try to get this one over. Gilbert. Miller. And just reached over the net just a little bit there was Bond.
Yeah, just a little bit of, I think that might have called a net violation on that one. Trying to get there. It could have been almost a over the net call, but I think they went the net contact.
19-16 now. Thompson's got to make a heck of a play here, and she does. What a play there by Thompson. Timeout, Lewis County. Keep it right here. Of course, Lewis County, East Carter is on a 7-2 run right now, Jeff, and it's been fueled by their defense.
Exactly. And like I said before, a lot of times East Carter may not get you on the kills, on those hard shots, but they wear you down. I know as a former coach and everything going against them, they will get those shots, those circus shots and everything else back across the net, before you even know it. And they will wear teams down as time goes on.
If you're Lewis County, you want to go into the third set tied at 1. You definitely don't want to go down 2-0.
Yeah, because then you have to win all 3 sets.
Right.
Back to back to back.
And I think that Coach Willis knows that. That's why you saw that timeout. Is she could feel that East Carter was gaining some of that momentum here.
Yeah, you don't want to give anybody a chance to keep on rolling with that.
Talk about that front line of Lewis County. How great have they been tonight, Jeff?
Oh, they have been awesome. They've been right on top of that net. Several blocks here tonight for Lewis County. And getting the job done right in the heart of things at the net.
Served away. Lewis. Burton. Rogers. Thompson's just going to knock this one over. It's going to sail out of bounds. 20-17 now. We get some substitutions. I believe Giles is checked in for East, and I believe there's a substitution for Lewis, but I didn't see who that was. I believe that was number 15. Willis, who served that one right at the net, and should be a point for East Carter, and it is. Stamper went straight up, and I tell you, if that would have cleared the net, it would have been a point for Lewis County, as that had some.
Had some pepper
steam,
on it.
Yeah. Noble, good set. Lewis, the attack. Good defense there. Rogers. Good attack there from Lewis. Thompson. just kind of put it in no man's land right in the middle.
Yeah.
And nobody was able to converge on it quick enough, and the lead's down to 1.
Yeah, you had all 6 Lady Lions right there, and that's one where it is hard to call that ball.
Bush served it. Lewis trying to save it, and we're tied at 20. Lewis County with a 7-point lead earlier in the set, and we're all tied at 20. At one time, Jeff, I believe it was 17-10. I have to go back and watch it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I believe it was. Good play there by Noble. Thompson on the attack. This one's going to sail, and we're all tied at 21. No, excuse me, 21-20 now. Lewis County with the lead.
That was close. Not for sure if there was a contact that was made on that, but the call was out.
That one's going to be another point as Giles wasn't able to hang on to that one. 22-20 right now. Nice set. Stamper. This one's going to go off to the right. I believe Willis just got a little bit too much of that one. (22-21). Bond. Really good serve there. Really good serve there. We're all tied at 22.
Yeah, there's that momentum coming right back again. Lewis County had it. East Carter starting to maybe thinking, we may lose this one, but East Carter coming back very well.
Bond with a great serve last time. Let's see if she can make it 2 in a row. This one's going to go into the net, and it is 23-22.
Yeah, and that's a critical serve right there. Give up the service error. Because right now, Lewis County 2 points away. East Carter needs to kind of close up that gap just a little bit here. Because that win by 2, that plays a lot of
it does.
Into a whole lot of
the way
decisions.
you play too. Serving was Gilbert. Nice set. Thompson just kind of knocked this one over. Attacking with Miller. Good play that though by Thompson. You can tell the intensity has picked up here, Jeff. What a play by by Gilbert, who dove and tried to make the play. Just wasn't enough. We're all tied at 23.
Yeah, both teams feel the ending right here at hand.
Huge point right here.
Yeah, if East Carter can get this one, then they're 1 point away from victory. Lewis County gets it, they're 1 point away from victory.
Good bump. Really good set there. Miller just going to knock this one over.
That's a critical double right there.
24-23 now.
A set point here for later Raiders.
And, you'd want Thompson back there serving this one, who's been phenomenal tonight. Good set. Miller. Play by Thompson. Rogers on that far right. And that's going to be the set point, and it's 2-0. East Carter leads. We'll start set number 3 when we come back here on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-thru. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
Back out here on Kool TV, we're ready to start set number 3. East Carter leading 2-0, Jeff. You talk about East Carter went down there in the second set 17-10. They were able to rally, and it was fueled by really good serving, and the front line for East Carter was phenomenal there in the second set.
Yeah, and this is almost a mirror image of what happened at Lewis County, because, these teams played each other. Lewis County won it in straight sets, but East Carter would get ahead, and then Lewis County would chip away at it and then take it right in the end. How Lewis County comes out in this set at the very beginning, of course, East Carter's going to have the opening serve
and
here.
Thompson back there, who's been phenomenal for the Raiders all night long.
Yeah, she can put a huge dent into this Lewis County psyche right now.
Well, and that's the thing. When the second set started, you would have thought Lewis County's going to run away with this. I mean, they were up, I believe they were up 4 most of the match, most of the set. And when East Carter got their back against the wall, they made the plays they needed to. And that says a lot, because we think highly of this Lewis County team. They're very,
absolutely.
very good. They got some really good frontline players. The back end, they play really good defense. They are never in a big hurry. They set themselves up in good positions, and that's.
Yeah, getting himself set in their system, that's the big thing right there for Lewis County. They try to get it to the outside hitters.
Thompson with the serve. Saved by Burton. Another opportunity here. Play there by Burton. Nice bump. Lewis. But this is going to be a point for Lewis County. Lewis with a really good kill right there at the net, going cross court and finding that back corner of that scoring zone over there, and kind of no man's land, Jeff.
Yeah, and this is exactly how these two teams like to play. They get the shots that nobody else gets in the Southeast region.
Well, they create their shots. They're very good at creating their own shots.
And a lot of that, it just goes all in on instinct,
Good play there by Rogers.
Because sometimes it's just a difference of 1 second, sticking a hand out versus letting it drop down.
This is the perfect start if you're Coach Willis over there on that Lewis County bench. You're up 2-0. You weathered the storm with Thompson serving to begin the third set, and now your defense is locked in as Burton what a play, what a kill right there by Burton. I mean, you need to see this on the replay. She found right in front of the Lewis County bench, just snuck it in over there.
Yeah, just nice
2-1
middle shot, goes cross court to the line on the far side. Great job there by East Carter, and that's exactly what they needed at that point in time.
It was. Here's Rogers. Good serve. Nice bump. Miller. Really good play there by Miller. 3-1 Lewis County here in the third set.
Take a look at that one on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Just another nice heads-up play there by Lewis County. Gets it to their outside hitter here on the near side and puts it right in the middle of the donut to pick up the point.
Lunger. Miller just trying to get that one across. Set by Rogers. And Burton knocks this one out of bounds. It's 4-1.
Yeah, like I said, this is just a great start here for Lewis County.
It is. And you know, you wonder if this one's going to have too much steam on it. Longer is going to give the ball back to East Carter. I believe Burton. He's going to serve this one. Miller. Good defensive play there by Rogers. Bond. Nice set. And what a play over there by number 19, Kelly. Goes cross court, Jeff, and scores that one, and it's 5-2 now.
Yeah, as you said, nice cross court shot. Gets it right over top the block. The middle back tries to come in, make a save on there, but just out of reach.
Noble. Just got to get this one across. Thompson does. Really good. And we talked about that in the second set, is the front lines for both these teams are really good. What a play there by Rogers. Just kind of,
just a one-hander over on there.
Right. It just put it in the right place at the right time. It's 5-3. A really big point for East Carter right there. You could feel the momentum changing a little bit there.
Yeah, and being able to play it off the net, that's one skill that a lot of these teams around here, some of them's really good at it, and some of them's not as good.
You talk about Bond for East Carter right there. Was able to go up and stop a Lewis County attack during that last sequence. Really good play there by Thompson.
See that again here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. They just get her set up. Nice set there, and cross courts it right toward the middle and puts it in.
And all of a sudden, the game is tied at 5. It seems like, East Carter, anytime they feel like Lewis County's making a run, they just put their foot on the accelerator a little bit.
And that's the thing that you have to do. You got to keep pressure on at all points in time, because as soon as you start giving up that pressure, that's when you start making those mental errors.
They're going to get I believe that might be a
double contact.
Double contact violation. The substitutions for Lewis County. Mustard, and I believe that Lewis is going to check back in. Mustard. We're all tied at 6.
Yeah, and that's where those service errors, those are big momentum switchers right there.
Bush serving that one. Thompson.
Nice dig out there by Lewis County's back row.
Finesse right there by Bond. And East Carter has the lead at 7-6 here in the third set, leading 2-0. You think if we practice enough, Jeff, we could get out there and do something like that?
I was actually pretty good at serving. Of course, when you're the head coach for your team, you have to serve. You have to serve them.
I don't think I could. I just do not think I could.
Yeah, we never had the money for the automatic ball machine.
Yeah, I don't have the finesse that would require to place the ball as well as these girls do. So, really good play there by Rogers. Good play by Bond, getting it over. Lewis on the attack, and it's going to sail out of bounds.
But they're going to get a net violation there on East Carter. Just kind of a little mental mistake about where she was at, and that cost them a point.
8-7, Lewis County leads. You talk about Lewis right here on the far corner, right up against the front line, Jeff. Has been phenomenal so far tonight. Served away. Lewis. Rogers. Lewis with the attack. Thompson just going to get rid of this one. Back and forth we go. Bond. Now it's all about discipline. About discipline. Bond goes up, and I'm not sure if that one would have cleared the net, but she made sure it wouldn't anyways. We're all tied at 8.
Yeah, sometimes just getting a blocker up there will throw off a hitter. They may be thinking, I'm going to go middle or I'm going to go outside, and as soon as a blocker's in that area, they have to change their mind last minute, and a lot of times that results in not a good attack.
Thompson just trying to get this one over. Really good job by her. Bush. Duff. Oh, what a play, and just can't run it down. We don't have a number 13 on our roster. Something me and Jeff talked about is on the rosters online, they're not very well updated so far.
Some schools are always really good at it.
Yeah.
And then some, they make the changes and they forget to tell their AD.
We are going by the roster that were given to the state of Kentucky, the Kentucky High School Athletic Association, by the school. So if it's not on there,
we do have to thank Lewis County for bringing up a copy of the roster.
That helped out a bunch. Lewis County got another point. Now it's 10-8 here in the third set. And one time, and this is back in first week of football season, I got to Estill County, and every single one of their players were wearing the wrong jersey, according to their roster.
Could have been one of those.
What a kill there by Burton. And it's 10-9.
See if we can catch that here on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay. Yeah, nice, just outside shot. Takes it deep, just goes off the hands of the defender in the back.
Thompson. Burton. Really good play there by Noble. That front line of Lewis County counters Burton there. Noble.
And this was a nice little ricochet shot. Just right off the block. Puts it right over top of the attacker. Of course, it's tough for an attacker to get a block after they made the attack themselves. But good job there by Lewis County.
Noble. Thompson. Rogers to Burton. And just couldn't get that one a full solid hit on it. And it's 12-9 now.
Yeah, and this is probably where East Carter's making a few mental mistakes here and there. Yeah, they'll need to rally up. Probably a timeout may be coming here.
Especially if they're not able to counter here.
Right.
Now the lead goes to 4 at 13-9, and just as you called it, Jeff, timeout, East Carter. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, you can definitely feel when things are not going your way, that's when you want to get your team over there and talk to them. I remember I had a coach one time, assistant coach for me, and we were playing at Round County. Round County, they are the godfathers of volleyball here in the 16th region. They were like one of the first teams.
Well, you talk about, Jeff, you would know more about the history of volleyball than I would, but you talk about the teams that have come out of this area in the last 10 years. You talk about West Carter,
right?
Rowan County. East Carter's had some good teams. Russell, Ashland, Boyd. Just powerhouses that and you think, no, none of them have a state title, but there's private schools like Sacred Heart and other schools. Assumption that, that.
Yeah. Now, when you talk about Assumption and everything, you're talking about a whole bunch of D1 scholarships.
It is
to that school.
It's not fair, really. It's not fair. It's really not. But you talk about teams that have made a huge impact. I'm telling you, a girls team in the 16th region. A volleyball team in the 16th region, Jeff, will win a state title in the next 10 years. Mark my words.
Yeah, it's one of those that it is, if you look at where volleyball was at, like you said, 20 years ago when it really got started.
Right.
A lot
of much ground they've made.
Yeah, a lot of people would almost call that what some of us call PE volleyball. They got in their lines. They did what they were supposed to do. They tried to get it over, but not anymore. Now these teams are getting into systems. They're getting things set up to where, they're making plays.
All of a sudden, Jeff, the lead has swollen to 6 for Lewis County. Play by Bush. Now you got to think, the Lewis County defense has been phenomenal here in the third set, Jeff.
Yeah, they've been doing a great job. And this is almost kind of a mirror of the last set, if you really think about it. Lewis County was up, or at least to this point. Lewis County was up. East Carter
Noble
battled their way
little
back.
Finesse, good play by Thompson. Rogers. And that's what we talked about a little bit. Anytime East Carter feels like their back's against the wall, they just barely tap that accelerator to keep within touch. And we saw the lead swell from, as Rogers serves this one, we saw it swell to 17-10 in the second set. East Carter was able to come back and win that one. It currently sits at 16-11, so we'll see what happens here. Lunger.
Because sometimes you get a few teams, they start relaxing a little bit when they get a lead, but then that just opens up the door for the other team to step right in.
Nice set. Nice bump over there by Rogers. Miller can't really make a good hit on it. And these starters pull within 4 at 16-12, and as I believe, Bond has checked back in. Burton to serve.
Nice ace there.
It was, and you talk about the serving tonight for Thompson and Burton, and they have just been phenomenal tonight.
Yeah,
here it is.
Serving's the foundation of your team.
Good set, good bump. Noble. Thompson. Good defense there by the Lions. Thompson. Oh, what an attack there by Bush. What a save, though. I believe that was Kelly over there that ran that down. This one goes in the net, and now the lead has shrunk to 2 at 16-14.
Yeah, there was a question over there that they had of did the ball go back on the outside of the candy cane or did it come on the inside?
It was close, but it was still, what a play.
Yeah, the boundary marker, that's one of the big things that I think what East Carter was doing, every one of them was taking a look saying, it was out, it was out. And it's usually your line judge's call right there.
Good play there by Bond. You talk about Bond and Burton. And then, you talk about both teams' front lines. They have been spectacular tonight. Burton serves this one. Really good play there by Kelly. Not sure that one would clear the net, but she made sure it wasn't going to. 17-15.
Had a nice double block set up on the outside over there. Yeah, I have a feeling that play that, where East Carter was in question, that was kind of a momentum shifter right there. Noble. If East Carter would have lost that one, I would say it would be a different story right now.
Bush unable to get that one across. 18-15. That's where we go. Nice bump. Kelly. This one's going to sail out of bounds. And it's 18-16.
Yeah, good court awareness there by the East Carter secondary.
It takes discipline not to stick your hand out and try to save it. And you got to know where your court awareness is. That's what you said, too.
Yeah, it's one of those that if, you're always told to go get the ball.
Right.
And just about any sport, except for like tennis or something like that, you have to go make a play on the ball to try to go get it. Here in volleyball and everything else, either you're going to get burnt, you're going to be a hero or a zero.
Right. All your instincts say stick your arm out. Miller to serve this one. And it's 19-17. I think this is the most critical possession of the match so far right here for East Carter. If they're able to put a sequence of 2 or 3 points together.
Yeah, especially late in the set, you got to make a move right here.
Lewis. This one's going to go out of bounds. Got a little too much on that one. And it leads down to 1, Jeff.
Yeah, and now, if you're Lewis County, you're starting to think, we're making these errors. Wouldn't surprise me if we see a timeout here from Lewis County here if they don't pick up this point.
Play by Noble, just getting it across. Thompson, Rogers, Thompson again. Oh, what a play there by Noble, getting and saving that one. Bond unable to get that one across. Big point there for Lewis County. It's 20-18.
Yeah, give them a second to take a breath there. They're up by 2.
Checking back in is Willis. He's going to serve this one. Rogers to Thompson. Burton. Thompson again. Another point there for Lewis County, who is, now we're going to get a timeout, East Carter. We'll keep it right here.
Yeah, that's a great timeout taken there by East Carter. 21, they're down 3 here. Nothing's out of reach just yet.
It's not. And I'll tell you, both teams have responded well to their coaches calling timeouts tonight.
Exactly. And once again, it's like a chess move, as we talked about earlier in the game. And these timeouts is like, when do you need to take it? You don't want to take them too soon because you only get 2 of them. And I believe that might be East Carter's second timeout. So good time to take it right here, not to get too much more in the hole, going into the latter part of this third set. But right now, they just need to regroup, start focusing once again, and being able to make those plays.
And you talk about, I know that I've said this several times on the air tonight, but both teams have been phenomenal defensively tonight, Jeff.
Oh, they have been. And and there's nothing, that you could expect less, from both these teams.
Another thing is they're very well coached.
Oh, they are. Very disciplined.
And East Carter unable to make that play. So it's kind of the danger zone right here. Lewis County needs to really shut this door right here. Not allow East Carter to make a run. That you need to get this set. Good bump. What a play there in the middle by Stamper.
Nice little just off-speed shot right there. Put it right in the middle of the donut there. And Lewis County's in the driver's seat right now.
Up 5, 23-18 here in set number 3. East Carter leading 2-0.
And good call there by the official.
Yep. So this will be a set point here.
Yeah, just right on the follow through. She just went and touched the net. Tough play, and that's where some of these mental mistakes are, right now starting to pile up here for the Raiders.
Thompson. Lewis. Play by Bond.
Nice dig out there by East Carter's secondary.
Yes, sir.
East Carter.
Huge point there for the Lady Raiders. 24-19.
Now they got to be perfect from here on out.
They do.
Worst thing that can happen right here would be a serve into the net. Nice play there.
What a play. I believe was that Willis that came over and made that play and saved Lewis County from giving up a point here, and that's going to be the set point. Lewis County takes set number 3. East Carter leads 2-1. We'll start set number 4 when we come back on Kool TV.
The Greenup County Public Library system is the best. Read the latest bestsellers in large print, regular print, or audio CDs. You can also check out movies or place a hold on a book on our website or call one of the library locations to place a hold. There are community meeting rooms available by reservation at all locations for clubs and organizations. And be sure to check out the Jesse Stewart collection at the Greenup County branch. Check them out on Facebook and Twitter.
JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road Greenup has been family owned and operated for over 30 years, featuring top-of-the-line material, guaranteed installation, and absolutely no one can beat JD Flooring's price. Need to replace your current flooring in one room or the entire house? Call JD Flooring in Greenup, 606-473-0411 for a free estimate. A call can get your house ready for any occasion. You'll absolutely love your new flooring from JD Flooring, 2017 Ashland Road, Greenup.
If you can picture yourself in a better job and a better life, there are thousands of openings in Kentucky right now. And with the Work Ready Kentucky Scholarship, you can prepare for many of them tuition-free. Good at Ashland Community and Technical College. This scholarship offers 100% free tuition for classes that can prepare you for a great job in healthcare, advanced manufacturing, and more in as little as 13 weeks. Get started today at WorkReadyKentucky.com.
Primary Plus is celebrating 40 years of its mission of quality, advanced, affordable health care. With over 11 primary care locations throughout the region, Primary Plus believes in our communities and our patients. The Primary Plus name means primary care plus so much more. Offering extended services such as women's health, pediatrics, dental, counseling, diabetes management, infusion services, and on-site pharmacy that offers free delivery. Primary Plus believes in connecting health care for you and your family and is always welcoming new patients. Learn more at primaryplus.net.
Back out here on Kool TV. Still about 52 seconds left before we start set number 4, Jeff, and it's been an eventful 3 sets so far. East Carter took the first 2. Lewis County was able to really close out that 3rd set and force set number 4. And it's all been, and I know that if you've watched this whole time, I'm going to say it again, it's been the defense for both teams tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. And when you're looking at volleyball, the majority of that is your defense. I mean, offense, if you don't have a good defense, you're not going to last.
And volleyball especially, your good defense will result in a good offense.
And they've been, both these teams have been making the shots that, sometimes some people call them circus shots or anything else, but they get an arm out there, and instead of it just kind of bouncing off and going into the stands or something, they're actually able to make a play on that. And so, I mean, it's made for some really good and entertaining volleyball here today. Of course, Lewis County going to have the first serve on this one. They alternate the serves back and forth.
They do, and it looks like that Gilbert's getting ready to serve this one away. She's been phenomenal back there for the Lady Lions tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, and that's usually what you want to start out with. You want to put your one of your leading servers out there to begin things off. Because right now, Lewis County's got to make a statement here.
They do, and that's kind of the thing that Lewis County has done all night long. I know they were able to win set number 3, but they have fallen behind early in the first 3 sets. So trying to change that a little bit here. East Carter, got to give them credit. They tried to make a rally there, and set number 3 just came up a little short. And credit to that to the front line, especially of Lewis County.
Yeah, and some of that actually is just kind of almost going right back to the previous game that they had. East Carter would get ahead. Lewis County battled their way back.
There's Thompson. Yeah, just got tangled up in the net just a little bit there. Thompson trying to save that one. It's 1-0 Lewis County.
Yeah, drawing first blood's always a good sign and everything else. Keeping your team up and ready to go.
Gilbert again. Really good serve. Noble. Now Gilbert. Miller sells this one, and it's 1-1.
Yeah, just a little too much pepper on that one, trying to go back into the back shelf. but just takes it just a bit long on there.
Of course, we want to thank East Carter High School and, of course, our other school. We love our schools. Lewis County.
Yeah, 2 great teams here today giving us a great show.
Not just great teams, Jeff. And I'm going to say it, and I know it's the middle of the match, but I'm going to say it. The communities that surround these 2 high schools, and you talk about our other schools, Raceland and West Carter also, the people of the community are just some of the nicest people you will ever meet.
Absolutely.
They will give you their shirt off their backs, willing to go out of their way to help these kids. And I think that, we've got 4 of the best schools in the area, Jim.
Oh, none better. Spent time.
I'm going by the way they treat us.
Right.
And you couldn't ask for anything better. Here's Rogers. Really good serve there. Barely clears it over the net. Miller. And good play there by Miller as it was tipped out of bounds. And it's 3-2.
That's always a tough hill to climb anytime you go down 2 sets to begin with, because you got to win every set after that.
Right.
But, picking up that momentum there in set number 3 may help Lewis County drive it here in set 4.
Here is Noble. Set by Duff. And we're going to be all tied at 3. Here comes Bond. Checking in for Duff. Burton. Noble. Good save over there by that Lady Raider defense. And it's caught by the official. And East Carter's going to gain the lead 4-3.
I've done that several times. That's a tough, if you got a hard shot coming to you over there, you're on that ladder.
It is.
There's not a whole lot of room up there.
There's not. And you're already about 6'11". So in that thing, you're probably taller than the candy cane over there.
Oh, absolutely. I'd have it right in my face there.
You'd be our worst nightmare if we were trying to stream.
But there's man, that shot blocked by the official there.
Yeah. Sorry you couldn't see it. The official's in the way.
Number 18 of Lewis County here set to serve it away.
That is Mustard. Good play by Thompson. Bush just got to try to get this across. Good job there. And that stayed in. 5-4 East Carter.
Nice job there by the line judge. Always got to give the line judges some props and everything. Their students or parents that's working out there, able to see right, just dropped right in the back shelf. And that's one of those times that you may get burned by a play every now and then.
Good bump there.
Go.
Lewis. And
that's going to be in there for Lewis County.
That was close. That was close.
Yeah, any of those shots, I've been a line judge. Probably the worst I've ever had was working on Division I men's volleyball. And whenever they hit the ball goes flat.
Yeah. Here's Willis. Fouled by Burton. So he gets something across. Rogers does. Willis. Burton. Rogers. Thompson. Play by Noble. Lewis. Oh, Bond tried to get it to Burton. Just a little miscommunication there, and Lewis County has the lead at 6-5. Here is Willis for Lewis County. All tied at 6 as that one finds the net.
And that's once again once you get into the latter sets and everything. Serves.
Yes. Fatigue.
Oh, it does.
Fatigue. It's a quality of fatigue. Because in practice, she could probably make that shot 99 out of 100 times, but during the middle of a game, when they're moving and communicating and sweating and working a bunch of muscles in their body, the fatigue factor starts to play a role. Good kill over there for Lewis County. Did you see that on your instant replay? Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay.
She just sets right up and just drills it right in the back in between a couple
I believe
defenders.
that was Noble. Here is Stamper. Dangerous. This one's going to go into the crowd, and all of a sudden it's 8-6 Lewis County.
Yeah, time for our back and forth battle starting to go up here once again.
Play by Thompson. Willis. Good bump. Lewis. Play by Bush. Rogers. Thompson. What a save over there by Lewis.
Great pancake there. And another one by East.
But still alive. Good play there by Thompson, Bond, and Rogers. And Lewis County's persistence pays off. They now have a 3-point lead at 9-6.
Yeah, and that's what I was mentioning earlier on there, that these teams, they get those shots that nobody makes.
Right. And if you're just joining us, East Carter leading 2-1. We're in the fourth set. This one sails 9-7. Substitution for Lewis County. Stamper going to get a breather. Bond to serve it.
Nice shot there by Bond.
Noble. What a kill by her, and it's now 10-7.
See that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay once again.
Get a substitution for the Lady Raiders as Bond comes out and Duff checks in.
And a little miscommunication on who was the server there. That could have been a point right there if she actually served it over.
The play by Thompson, just getting it out of there. Miller. Thompson. Huge point there for East Carter. 10-8.
Take a look at that on the Grayson Sporting Goods instant replay once again. Just gets it there on the outside, goes right toward the middle, and the defender just could not handle that shot.
Good serve. Miller. I don't know if she would have got it across anyways, as Burton was a good 8 to 10 inches above the net. She was ready to spike that one back down, Jeff.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to face her on the other side of the net.
Play by Noble. Thompson. Rogers. Attacking, and let's see. They got the point.
Nice, right on the line shot there. We'll take a look at that on the replay.
No.
Close. It was close on there.
Yeah.
But as they always say, if any part of the ball makes contact with any part of that line, and that includes if it starts to flatten out a little bit when they hit it, and that's inbounds.
Harton. Big time kill right there. East Carter with the lead now, 11 to 10.
And a little communication here with the official and the line judge. Sometimes you just want to keep them just in check a little bit, maybe double check the call.
Yeah. Well, I do that with regular officials during football games. I keep them in line and make sure that the correct call was made. Don't do us any good, though, does it, Jeff?
No.
Good play there by Miller. This one's going to find the net. They're all tied at 11.
Yeah, and we've got to give it up to these line judges. I mean, these are a lot of times JV.
This is not an easy job.
No.
First off, I could not do it because I don't have the patience to deal with parents talking behind me. That it takes patience. You really you kind of got to put earmuffs on.
Exactly. And a lot of times, the thing that usually happens is, like I said, these are kids out here.
Right.
And sometimes, as an official, you do have to kind of keep them in check. I've had great line judges. I've had terrible line judges. But they're all doing their best job.
Thompson. Rogers. Noble. Really good sequence here. What a play there by Haley Bush. Gives the Lady Raiders a 13-11 lead now. Something we've seen different. You saw there in the third set, Jeff, it seemed like that the urgency of Lewis County was really fueling the way they were playing there, and you just haven't really seen that here in the fourth set up just yet. I mean, obviously things change quickly, but it just – that's what we were talking about, something just like right there. As Miller comes up and spikes that one. Nice attack by her. It's 13-12. That's the first real aggressive play here in the set that we've seen for Lewis County.
And sometimes, this is such a mental game.
It is.
You get in there, you get a bad pass, it doesn't go exactly the way that you want it. And sometimes those will haunt you for the rest of the set.
Sure will. Here is Noble to serve this one away. The perfect serve, Jeff.
Yep. Nice little let serve right there. For those that are familiar with tennis and everything else, they know the let in tennis, it's an automatic stop.
Right.
And you hit the net. In volleyball, it's your best friend.
That's the hardest one to control.
Exactly. You're either a hero or a zero on that. It's either going to be down on your side or over.
I'll tell you what, Burton says that's fine. I'll take over. It's 14-13. And you talk about Burton, she gets really high up in the air, and when she hits that thing, everybody in the gym knows it.
Yeah, the vertical of especially your outside hitters are enormous on there.
Rogers. That lead goes back to 2 at 15-13. Yes, I was going to say it should be a point for the Lady Raiders. That lead goes to 3.
Yeah, one of those situations, she hit it right into the net. East Carter was there. Sometimes some teams think that they have it, but the name of the game is play till the whistle blows.
Oh, good save there by Burton. Rogers to Thompson. Noble. Good bump there.
Oh, it's just a little bad hop right there.
It was, but you got to credit the way that Lewis County played in that last sequence. 16-14 now. As Lewis is checking back in. So Lewis across the front line. You've got Kelly, Stamper, and Lewis. As Miller tried to serve this one and finds the net, 17-14. Huge possession here for the Lady Raiders, Jeff, and they've really got I think a successful right here. Add 2 more points to us. There's one right there. That's 18-14.
That's exactly what you need right there if you're East Carter.
Timeout, Lewis County. A really well taken timeout, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of teams, that first to 20 is huge.
It's a mental barrier. It's something that it's just like in football when you score the first 2 touchdowns for, the other team scores the first 2 touchdowns. It feels like, to us, you're only down 2 touchdowns, but to them, they're down 40.
Right.
It's just that mental thing, and just one of those things. But Lewis County is, I'll tell you what, we're going to find out real quick. As soon as they come out of this timeout, if they give up another point, it'd be a tough hill to climb. I'm not saying they can't do it. They're very talented. They could definitely do it, but it'd be a tough hill to climb.
Yeah, a tough road to hoe on that one that you have to go through there. And like I said, when you come out of a timeout, usually you're expecting to get that point. If you don't get it, then that's when you start kind of letting yourself get those gremlins inside of your head thinking, well, maybe they do have it tonight. We'll just kind of sit down and let it
Right.
happen.
We'll get them next game. Starts crossing, and maybe not. We'll see. What a play there by Mustard. Bond. I'll tell you what, East Carter may have got the point, but Mustard came over here and saved him the first time as two girls kind of got tangled up there trying to hit the ball at the same time. Mustard came over and saved it. And
that's where a lot of times the hustle of these girls is what's going to help you
that's
out.
what I said. People do not understand the physical shape you have to be in to play high school athletics at the highest level, like these girls, like the girls soccer team, boys soccer team, the football team, even baseball, Jeff. It requires so much. You even talk about nutrition. It takes the strength in your body, hydration, different things that people don't think about. I mean, you cannot, like I said, you cannot play high school athletics in the 16th region and not be athletic.
Exactly.
Really good play there by Bush, but she's met by that big, powerful front line of Lewis County. And you talk about it, Jeff. They've been phenomenal all night long. That's Stamper and Lewis and Lunger have been great tonight for the Lady Lions. Lewis. Thompson. Really good spike there. This is going to cost East Carter a point. What a play by Stamper. And all of a sudden, Jeff, that timeout taken by Coach Willis was huge.
Yeah, and that's
huge.
That's where these teams, you expect them, when they do come out of the timeout, that hopefully they got a different mindset and, get refocused and ready to play once again.
Play by Rogers, Thompson. Lewis, Burton, Rogers, Thompson. It's kind of deflected there
off of the
by
block.
Stamper and going to hit the floor, and now it is 20-17. I thought it was, yeah. So Bush is going to be back there. And if you're East Carter, Jeff, you really just got to stay fundamental here. As your lead's cut down to 2.
Yeah, it's time to dig in, Like I said, a lot of teams, they do look for that, first one to 20, and they kind of think, well, if we got first one to 20, it's 5 points away for victory. But yet, you got to dig in, you got to play.
Thompson. Save that one. This catches the line. 21-18 now.
Good cross-court shot there by Thompson. Put it here just on the near side.
Back and forth we go. Noble.
Off the block there of East Carter.
Just got to get this one across. They do a good job. If that's staying, and it does.
Puts that right in the back shelf there. Now East Carter's in the driver's seat.
They're in the driver's seat. They've got to slam this door. They got Bond back there. She's going to serve this one away. What a serve by Bond.
This point is going to be really critical here for Lewis County.
Bush. Rogers. Burton. That's something that Lewis County really hasn't been able to combat tonight as we get another timeout, Lewis County, is when Burton goes up, when there's a really good bump. When Burton goes up across that, or up above the net, I should say, there's not really a whole lot that Lewis County has been able to do tonight, Jeff.
Yeah, and some of those shots, it's difficult. I mean, Lewis County, they're usually sending up 2 blockers up on a majority of the hits, especially, when you got Burton there. They want to put that out there, but then you leave 4 behind them. And that's when, just like in a good football zone defense happens at that point in time. and then that's when it all turns into determination.
It does, and both of these teams come in with winning records. Of course, Lewis County 12-9 on the year. East Carter 9-8. So both these teams looking to get a little bit more consistency out of their teams as we get closer. Jeff, before too long, it'll be district tournament time.
Yeah, now's when you're trying to get everything taken care of and get everything right. You want to get your rotations down because usually if you look at teams at the very beginning of the season, they're still trying to figure things out. Who's going to play well together? Who's going to be in the right rotation at the right time?
What a serve there by Bond. No one's going to be able to run this one down, and East Carter has a chance here to win this match.
Yeah, match point right here. And so this is another one of those situations that if Lewis County wants to pick this one up, they're going to have to be perfect from here on out. No drop balls, nothing in the net.
Bond with the serve, and this one's going to find the net. So life for the Lady Lions. Of course, Jeff, we were over at James Collier's this weekend. I appreciate him having us over. I mean, the food was on point.
Oh, yeah.
Got to watch some football and hang out with some of our friends, but heard a little birdie in my ear say that we had over 60 Kool TV games across, of course, our network for just basketball season alone, and that includes girls and boys.
Yeah, we've got a lot of great basketball.
That's Burton puts the period on tonight's match. East Carter defeats Lewis County 3-1. We'll be back on Kool TV.
Rev up your autumn adventure and refuel at Clark's Pump and Shop. Make a pit stop and treat yourself to our assortment of snacks and drinks. Clark's Pump and Shop has the perfect treats to satisfy your fall cravings. From our seasonal lattes and iced coffees to specialty donuts and desserts. Don't just fuel up your vehicle, fuel your taste buds at Clark's Pump and Shop, your ultimate road companion. Clark's Pump and Shop. Return, refresh, refuel.
In addition to the Greenup location, Stultz Pharmacy's newest location is at 437 James Hanna Drive in South Shore, but has retained the name you know and love, McDonald Pharmacy, with the same great service you'll find in the Greenup location, with free delivery service and their convenient drive-through. Get your vaccinations and allergy shots, and of course, great prescription service at Stultz Pharmacy in Greenup and McDonald Pharmacy, James Hanna Drive, South Shore.
Stultz Pharmacy.
I'm April Perry, the CEO of Kentucky Farmers Bank. On average, our employees have been with Kentucky Farmers Bank for over 10 years, and that is important to you and us. We want you to know who you are dealing with. Whether you are financing a new home, buying a car, or remodeling your kitchen, Kentucky Farmers Bank is the better bank for all your needs.
Kentucky Farmers Bank, the better bank for all your financial needs since 1931. Located in Ashland, Summit, and Catlettsburg. KentuckyFarmersBank.com. Member FDIC and Equal Housing Lender.
Where does your money go? When you bank with us, your deposit becomes your neighbor's loan. A real estate agent sells a house. They get a commission. They deposit it with us. We use it to make an auto loan to one of our customers. Hometown people helping each other grow. That's what it's all about. First and People's Bank and Trust Company. Member FDIC. We are the home office.
Back out here on Kool TV, we have a final. East Carter has defeated Lewis County 3-1 tonight. And a really, really, really good defensive battle, Jeff.
Absolutely. Both these teams going right at it. And like I said, anytime that you get these two teams together, they get those shots that nobody else gets.
And you talk about it, you mentioned it a couple of times in the broadcast, these teams are so close on paper that it's dictated by who's more comfortable where they're at. And you saw Lewis County win the last time they were at home. Right. And then East Carter returns the favor back on their home court. So
yeah, and this was almost a mirror image of that. If you take a look at that at Lewis County, East Carter went up on top early on. Lewis County chopped away at them and got back on top. Here tonight, Lewis County just couldn't chop that tree all the way through to get it back down. They did there in the third set,
right,
to be able to extend this out to a 3 or to the 4 set. But East Carter definitely determined on it. and exactly where East Carter wants to be at, getting ready to head into district play now.
Shout out to the Lady Raiders volleyball team. They're out here. They're breaking down the net. They're breaking down everything. I mean, that's just the way it is here. I mean, just everybody's willing to pitch in, and it's just what a great community and a great group of kids they have out here at East Carter.
Yeah, because every team I've coached and everything else, everybody pitches in.
Right, and it's a group effort, and it's no different. But once again, 3-1, East Carter has defeated Lewis County. This has been a presentation of Kool TV. I want to thank Jeff Irwin, my producer, to my right. Of course, I'm Spencer Hutchinson. You can catch me Friday night as I make the trip to Bath County for East Carter Raider football. They don't have any streaming. You're not allowed to watch it online. So the only way you'll be able to communicate is through text messages with people there or listen to me get mad at the officials on Friday night.
There you go. And very entertaining.
That is all for now. This has been a presentation of Kool TV.
Thank you for watching Kentucky High School Volleyball on Kool TV. This broadcast of Kentucky High School Volleyball has been an exclusive sports presentation of the Kool Sports Network and Kool TV.